Hello everyone, David Waldorf here, unboxing Tiny Epic Crimes from Gamelyn Games. This is the deluxe version, which means that it has a couple of extra things in it that the normal edition does not. But it's a game for, what do we have? I think it was 1 to 4 players, 30 to 60 minutes, ages 14 and up. If it would ever focus there, which maybe it will, maybe it won't. At any rate, let's see what we get inside the box. I'm going to back the camera up a little bit here, so we're having some focusing issues. There we go. And there's a little bit of glare, which we will try to fight. Here we have the rule book. We have quite a dense layout here, and it looks like we have a total of 19 pages of rules, including, there's about 16 pages of regular rules, and there's a 2-player variant and a cooperative game mode. Alright, and then I believe this would be the expansion material. So I'll look at that in a minute here, but I'm not going to pay too much attention to that at this point in time. We have a lot of different little cardboard game components here. Take a look at some of those. See what we got here. I have not played this game, so I don't really know what much of these do. It's a deduction type game. It sort of feels like, you know, if you read some of the material online, some of the promotional stuff, all of that, it almost looks like what Clue might have looked like if it was made as a modern hobby game. So this is not like a scenario-based deduction game where there's only 5 stories in the box, and once you've cracked all 5 cases, you know, you got to give it to somebody else. This is, you know, randomly generated cases to solve, in which you have to move through a town and find, I don't know all what, but, you know, the murder or the weapon, that type of thing, in a sort of a, again, I definitely got modern Clue type vibes from it. Okay, we'll take a look at these. These are some cards. Quite a thick stack of them, actually. And it's like a police station there. Suspect cards. So the game uses the good old blue ink on a red background thing. One thing I'm slightly concerned about, we'll see how the game actually plays, but to my eye, and I don't think this is much of a spoiler, it's kind of obvious without looking at, you know, through the special red lenses, what we have going on this card. So again, I don't know that that's an issue. I don't really know how this works, but, you know, to me, I can see what's on these cards without having the special red lens. So definitely something I'll be looking at when I move into my review part of the game. Here we have some abilities, and that's those. This is what the artwork kind of looks like on those cards. I'm noticing a bit of edge damage here, just as part of the manufacturing / shipping process. So there's that. Then we have force cards. Back looks like this. Front looks like this. There are various, I guess, event type things that can happen during the game. Oh, I guess that's not those. The event cards are right here. So there we've got events, and they look like this. Quite a lot of information on these. Again, I'm fighting that glare, my apologies. I'm filming in a different location this time. I'm actually on vacation, so there's a city card, that's what the back looks like, and the front, this is, you'll lay these out in a grid and move your meeples over them. Alright, so that's the cards. These are the special envelopes that you will stick some of those clue cards in. So we got murderer, gang, rank, forensics, getaway, weapon. And yeah, some of these have the special viewing window where you'll see whatever information you need to see. I think maybe the point of these cards is not so much that there's going to be a bunch of cards out there and you'll have to stick it in the envelope and check some hidden information. It's more like, you know, just kind of randomize these, stick them in the envelopes. I don't know. Again, we'll see. I'm a little bit concerned about how easy it is to see what's on these cards with without the red lens, but I'll see how that works. Here we have some bullet dice. I understand these were introduced in Tiny Epic Westerns. I have not played that game, but that's what those look like. And that's how you would roll them there. That's a nice little feature to have. And we have these are officer actions, so sort of like player aids, and a list of suspects. There are 4 of them. And then we have a game track. I believe you are trying to solve the case within the first 48 hours before it goes cold. And these are the cooperative sides. So those two would fit together like that. And then there is a standard side as well. And then these would be perhaps, looks like your different characters. Standard side and cooperative. I am seeing up in the corner, if we can get a focus. Maybe you can't quite see that, but anyway, they are different for the different player counts, so that's something to pay attention to. And then lastly, we'll take a look at this mini expansion that comes with the deluxe, or I believe the Kickstarter version. Take a look at what we get in there. Again, this is not part of the regular game. If you don't buy the deluxe or Kickstarter version, this will not be in there. But I believe the rest of the components that you've seen here, there are no upgrades or anything of that nature. So here we have the rules. And then there are a few tokens. Wooden ones. And a new envelope to use. And some new cards. That look like this. These loyalty cards. And these, I'm gonna show my ignorance here. I'm not sure how you say this word. The expansion name is Crooked. I'm thinking it's Capos, but I don't know, because there's also yeah. I'm gonna go with Capos, but correct me if I'm wrong. I guess I don't watch enough crime TV or movies. Anyway, so those are these cards, and then we have these loyalty cards again with the and you can see even more clearly here that this is really not hidden at all. So we'll see how that works in the in game. You know, if you're just mixing these up, sticking them in an envelope, and you've only got to see one thing, you know, that's not a big deal. Yeah, because it looks like we see the bottom portion. Anyway, that is what you get in Tiny Epic Crimes. Again, this was the deluxe version, not the standard one. So, thanks for watching. Hey, back again because I started picking this up and I realized that there was a component in the box that I missed because it was standing up on the side. So here we have one of those red lens viewers, handy little magnifying glass that you can use to look at cards. Again, I don't know how this works. I don't particularly need this magnifying glass to see the shapes on here because to my eyes it's easy enough to see without the magnifying glass. But anyway, that is another component. Alright, now we're done. Thanks for watching.